Hey guys, it's 80s Everything here, and today I am going to do a movie review on the 1986 movie Big Trouble in Little China. Today's movie review is going to be another non-spoiler movie review though. Okay, let's get started. Now, Big Trouble in Little China came out in 1986, and it's PG-13. So there is gonna be like some kind of bad words in the movie, but that's okay. But if you don't like your kids watching movies with bad words, that's also fine. You don't have to watch it. The fight choreography is really, really good, and I think there is some funny parts in the movie. I don't know if anybody else would think that this movie has funny parts, but to me, it has some funny parts. And yeah, I think that wraps it up. But I have a special guest, who is going to talk more about Big Trouble in Little China. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Hey everybody, this is Max Blumel, also known as Mr. Blumel here at Frontier High School. I'm talking about the 80s today. Our movie is Big Trouble in Little China, which is one of my personal favorites. You can see the villain, the antagonist of the movie, Lo Pao, is one of my favorite villains of all time. It also stars Kurt Russell, who is one of my favorite actors, not only in the 80s, but throughout his career. I followed what he's done and really appreciate the work that he's done with the director John Carpenter. Maybe you guys have seen other 80s classics like The Thing, or other movies by John Carpenter like Halloween. He's very famous for also kind of good music. He's done all the music for his movies, including the stuff from Escape from New York, Escape from LA. Just a great director. I followed his work too. I saw this movie in 1986 at the Rivoli Theater in Cedarburg, Wisconsin with my friend Brian, who didn't like the movie at all. I can remember coming out of the theater and he said, "What did we just watch?" I didn't get that at all. But for me, who appreciates martial arts, sorcery, over-the-top kind of fantastic stories, it was perfect for me. And I can remember leaving that theater feeling kind of exhilarated that someone was able to pull this off. I can remember doing stuff like this in my Dungeons and Dragons adventures where you had kind of Eastern Kung Fu martial arts mixing with sorcery and fantastic creatures. And John Carpenter did that for audiences in the 80s. So what a big movie for me. It's become a cult classic. At that time when it was released, it was people going to see Aliens or going to see The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. I remember that coming out that summer. So Big Trouble in Little China was kind of like a sleeper hit, and it's become a cult classic over the years, and it's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. So I'm really glad that you're talking about Big Trouble in Little China. I'm glad that I was a part of that in the 80s and got to experience that. If you like Kurt Russell, I recommend checking him out on YouTube. He's done a fantastic series going through his career as an actor, and he's been around since before me, and that's pretty old. So Big Trouble in Little China, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a great movie. I'm Max Blumel signing off. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Blumel.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure. Love the 80s. Keep it going.
Yep.
All right, for all Ross's hard work with his 80s channel, I'd like to present him with this original art from Big Trouble in Little China. I got this at WonderCon a few years ago, and I'd like to pass this on to another 80s person that appreciates that decade. Thank you, Ross, for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right.
Wow. I never thought it would surprise me with this. Thanks again, Mr.
All right.
Blumel.
Congratulations. Thanks.
Yeah. See you later, guys.